Welcome back to Sea of Thieves. Guys, we may have just found some incredible information about a brand new ship type that Rare may be looking into for the game. The Man of War, a giant six to 8 player ship actually. We found information on Rare considering the Megalodon as an addition to the game, so this is the point where I start pointing and laughing at people. Even though this was information that was actually around before I even made my original video, I'm still pretty happy to see it regardless, and we've got a whole host of other things to go into related to legendary chests and cursed chests. So as always, if you do enjoy these Sea of Thieves videos and you want to see more in the future, well then leave a like, and let's get into it.
We sons and daughters, we set forth for no king's orders, but we'll sail together. Hold fast, tides are turning.
As you guys are well aware, there are different types of ships in Sea of Thieves, and there are ships that they have been thinking of adding to the game, as I know I've covered in past videos. Now, there is one ship that stood out from all of them, and it was the gigantic Man of War ship. Now, this thing is a 6-player ship. I believe at one point in time, it said somewhere it will be 6 to 8 players. However, it seems like it will only be a 6-player ship. And the Man of War itself will have more cannons than any ship in the game, and probably provide more firepower than any ship in the game, and have a much bigger, I guess, ability to take damage, durability, than any other ship in the game. However, it does have its own trade-offs, obviously, because you need a larger crew to run this ship, and it can be a hassle to run larger ships. Now, what you're watching right now is a fan-made version of the Man of War that they tweeted out a while ago. And, I mean, it's self-explanatory. This would be what the Man of War would look like in essence. I do believe in their concept they had cannon bays below deck as well, which was something that I really like the idea of. However, I guess having 6 cannons on each side is an okay trade-off, with them having some higher and then some lower as well. And then there's room in the back even for more cannons if you really wanted to put them in with those open hatches. Now, I just want to make sure you guys know and clarify this. Again, this was not made by Rare. This was made by a fan of the game, and Rare took interest in how this model looked, and they tweeted it out. So more or less, don't take anything like it's from Rare or it's going to come to the game. It's just Rare seems to be expressing interest in this for their game. And I actually like it a lot too. It looks like it doesn't... I don't know. This doesn't really look like a pirate ship in my mind, though. This reminds me more of like one of the North American ships, one of the or like a British ship, a capital ship or something like that. Not really so much a pirate ship, but I mean, I guess anything can go in Sea of Thieves, and when it comes down to it, you can have a kind of quote-unquote luxurious look to your ship when it comes to it, right? I'm not wrong in saying that. Now, this is just very bare bones. There's no texturing, really. There's no anything on this ship. This is just showing the Man of War in water and what the model would really look like with its lanterns. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments section. It would be a lot of work for Rare to put this ship into the game, because not only would they have to model it themselves and then put animations on it and stuff, they would have to texture it, they would have to give it multiple different skins, they would have to change up the sails, they would have to add a sail system, they would have to do a lot of stuff to this ship to make it operational. Like, it would cost a lot of money for them to do this. However, now we can argue that, hey, they charged a $60 price tag for a game that was nowhere near complete. So, I mean, if anything was ever going to come to... Wow, there's 2 Kronos. I just noticed that. If anything was ever going to come to the game and we wanted this, I feel like they have the budget. They definitely have the budget to do something like this. I love that idea of 2 crow's nests. That's great. You have a really high one in the center. Let me know what you think down below, guys. And then we move into the Megalodon. Would you want to see Rare introduce a Megalodon? And then they made the tweet. This was made on the 30th of March, actually. I think this was before my video, pointing towards, hey, they may consider adding a Megalodon. Now, one person made the argument that the Megalodon was nowhere near the time period Sea of Thieves took part in. So if this individual could please clarify with me what period of time the Kraken existed in, I would absolutely refute everything I've had to say about the Megalodon, and we will just act like it didn't happen. Oh wait, that's right. Krakens didn't happen, right? I think I'm right on that. So maybe giant squid or something. I mean, if it's giant squid, well, I mean, they've been around for a while. They're still around, I think. Probably. That's scary. I'm never going on the ocean now. No, I'm not even going to go into that. We're not going to go down the rabbit hole today. I want you guys to let me know your thoughts on the Megalodon. I want you to go to this tweet and be like, yo, if you want the Megalodon, well, then definitely go to this tweet and be like, yo, that would be dope. We want to see a Megalodon, because I think a Megalodon would be amazing to see in this game. I would love to see how crazy a Megalodon would look in Sea of Thieves, because I love their art style. They have some really good animators. They have some really good texture people. I would kill to see a Megalodon in the game. Rare, if you ever see this video and you want to up your game like tenfold, add a Megalodon. Hell, add a Moza. I don't care. Whoa, a Moza would be amazing. But in all seriousness, guys, I think a Megalodon would be absolutely incredible for the game. I think it would up the game to the next level as far as the creatures are, and it would, oh man, it would be crazy. Actually, there was a chance, well, we had thought that there was a chance a Megalodon or Moby Dick, which, by the way, Moby Dick, which you guys have told me numerous times, is in the public domain. So therefore, Moby Dick it's completely possible, because he was just an overgrown sperm whale. I thought it might have been copyrighted, because I've seen numerous, I guess, movies about him and stuff, and there could be copyrights on the versions in those movies, more or less. And that's what I'd worry about, because some of those movies have really cool looking ones, but it's in the public domain from what people understand. See right there. But no, he's in the public domain, which is good. Actually, Moby Dick is right here getting eaten by the Kraken, and the Kraken is probably having a good time with them. Some of these, oh man. You guys got to check out this Twitter. This Twitter has so much stuff. Actually, there's a Spanish Twitter as well that has a ton of information as well. Some things I want to touch base on, though, are the event that they have coming. The event was somewhere down here, and they confirmed, yeah, right here. It's mermaids, apparently, that are going to be in the thingy that's coming next month, I think it is. Let me just see what they said. Rumors are circulating that enemy mermaids will be the new AI threat added to the Sea of Thieves with the Hungering Deep update in May. So there is a chance. They say rumors. They could just be messing with us, but it could be mermaids, which is actually terrifying. I'm just wondering if there's going to be like a mer boss or anything like that. Now, it seems like they do have treasure around in the shipwrecks that they're going to be circulating around, and I would imagine this means mermaids will be around the shipwrecks too at some point, because right now shipwrecks are kind of just like there, and we find them and then we loot them, and there's no real context to anything being around them other than, you know, cannonball holes, and we just assumed they were sunk by cannonballs. So who's to say mermaids wouldn't come around them for the treasure that was left behind? That could be a thing. Maybe mermaids really like gold. I mean, that could be a thing, right? And then we move into something I just want to throw in here real quick, which is Skull Island. It was a concept. This is nothing to do with the game. This isn't something that they're saying they're going to add to the game, but they said, wouldn't it be great to have an island like this and then a giant skull island? That would be really cool. I'd love to see it. I think it would add some... What is that right there? Is that another skull, like, cracked open? You know what? That would be perfect for the game. Pirate skulls? We have little skulls all over islands and, like, giant bones and stuff? Hell yeah. Why wouldn't they want an added island like this and maybe have, like, a pirate legend or something? Have as a little hideout in there, or, like, give you guys your own personal skull islands and, like, your own instance or something. I mean, WoW did it with their garrison system. Why can't we have our own pirate islands that are made out of skulls? That'd be really cool. Something else I want to touch base on with you guys is apparently in the Sea of Thieves lore book, there was information about a cursed chest that is locked in a wreck outside of the map within the Devil's Shroud. The chest whispers to those who hold it and ultimately leads to the ship's demise. Now, from what I understand, this may already be in the game. I've never heard of it or even seen it up until this point, like the chest of 1,000 grogs, I believe. That was in the beta, and I was mistaken for that, thinking that it was an upcoming chest like the chest of Jokers, or the Joker chest, whatever, that you guys have seen a while ago. This one is also a chest. It's either in the game or concept. There's probably tweets actually confirming whether or not it's actually in the game. Okay, it's not in the game yet, I don't think. Just a note, this is from the lore book, so it's not confirmed to actually be in the game. However, I won't stop you from looking for it. So, not in the game. However, could possibly make it to the game in the future. I love the idea of this concept of it, and it's obvious at some point they 3D modeled it. And I say that because of this right here. A 3D render. It looks, otherwise the artist is incredible, but this looks like a 3D render of the actual chest. And then they have it tweeted out on the 11th of March. Here is a new cursed chest that was recently teased. What effect do you think the chest will have? Now, it wasn't in the official chest list when I checked the wiki. As you can see right here, we have the castaway and all of the ones going down to the stronghold chest, which is found in fortresses. So it's not, to what I understand, in the game just yet. Maybe they'll like stealth add it or something. That'd be kind of cool. However, I don't have any doubt at all that at some point in time they would like to add these, for the simple fact that they have legendary chests right now for the pirate legends and stuff for them to collect. They're really rare and hard to find, I would assume, seeing as not many people have found them. Have you ever found one? Let me know in the comments section down below. I know a lot of you have found the chest of grogs, which I have not found it yet, and I've been looking around. I've been looking around for like the last 3 nights trying to find this thing. I don't know where I can find it. If you have any idea where I could find it, let me know in the comments section. Help a brother out. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. Actually, the first legendary chest was found last month, and I mean, you can't really see it. I know the screenshot's really bad quality, but you can see the general idea behind a legendary chest and how this thing would look. Yeah, you could. Wow, that actually looks really cool. This isn't even on the wiki, I don't think. The legendary chest. And you can see right here, I don't think you guys can really see what it is. I think they sold it for 3,238 gold or something like that. But it was really valuable. So that's good. And then it gives you this right here too, and some, I guess, experience towards another ranking system, possibly as a pirate legend. Maybe it's just something like prestige or something like that, but that's besides the point. Anyways, enough about chests and things that you can find and spend hours trying to find that you may never find. The rest of 1,000. Anyway, no, anyways, I'm not getting into that. I'm so salty because I wanted that chest. We have a grapple gun concept, which will allow you to perform a variety of helpful tasks. Would you want to see this in the game? And then obviously it's down right here. It was posted last month on the 26th. And you could grab things, so ships, chests, other pirates, and question mark. You can snag different things as well, like latch on to other ships for easy crossing, I would assume, or keeping a ship held next to another while you raid someone. You can swing across from someone's sail, and then you could use it to reel fish, people, and I would assume this ties in with the whole climbing aspect. Now, the only thing I hope is that if they do add this thing to the game, or if it's already in the game, because I mean, we know my track record, but if they do decide to add this thing, I mean, I don't want to see a system like they have in Ark where it makes you bounce up and down and like you're just doing this really weird, it's like a really janky, weird system. Does that make sense? I don't want to see it in the game where it's just barely working and barely operational. I want to see this thing actually have your own animation, and like you're climbing and it locks you into an animation like a ladder. Maybe some free swinging and stuff like that, but ultimately I do want to see, I want to see this in the game, and I want to see it done right. One of the last things I want to go over is pirate bounties. Now, Captain Scumbucket, I love it. Now, this is a fan-made concept. This isn't something that's official. This is just an idea, I guess, that was brought to Rare, the creators of Sea of Thieves, and they wanted to say, hey, let's take a look at this, and maybe this is the thing we could do, because, I mean, thinking about it, bounties is one of the most pirate-like things next to gathering chests that you could ever have within the game. And I love this because it adds a penalty for consistent PvP. You become, like, I guess, a wanted target, more or less, for killing people. Now, I feel like a system like this could be abused a little bit, or a little bit underhanded and unfair, for the simple fact that you don't want to be penalized for going out and killing players every now and then. Like, if you kill 1 or 2 people every now and then, you know, fine, that's good. Or you sink, like, maybe 1 or 2 ships, you know, that's fine. But if you go above, like, 3 or 5, I mean, then you should get a bounty, and it should show up as people log in. in the main bar area where you'll go up to the door, check the board, and see like, hey, is anyone around here? And obviously then you get a quest ledger to go after this person, and maybe you'll get like hints and clues of where this person might be. See, it'd be really hard because if you wanted to harass a player, I mean, you could definitely do it if you know their location. So it would be really difficult to implement this type of system and not have it so people can actually get messed up from it. You know, like it's a gray area. Like, you don't want to have someone harassing you and just, oh man, it could be a messy situation. It could be messy really fast, but at the same time, it would be really cool if, for instance, you had the contract or whatever, or the bounty on you, and someone was hunting you, and then instead of them killing you, you killed them, so then you know, get like half the bounty or something that was on your head, and then the bounty is erased because, you know, their quest was failed or something like that. But then if they kill you, obviously they get the gold and the girls and all that stuff, basically, the smelly pirate chicks. And now we have the most unlucky person in Sea of Thieves. What are the odds of that? Getting hit by a cannonball as you fly through the air. That's gotta suck. The last thing I want to go over is this tweet right here made by Sea of Thieves HQ. Now, from what I understand, this isn't happening anymore, at least from the information that I've gotten from this. However, it's definitely something I don't want to see come to the game. In an upcoming update, the captain of the Ferry of the Damned will deduct a small gold fee when you die. The amount of gold deducted will depend on the cause of death. The more avoidable the death, the more the captain will take. Now, I don't agree with this at all, to be honest with you, for the simple fact that it penalizes you in an open world setting for dying or making a mistake. And I don't like the idea of this. I feel like if you're out to hunt for treasure in a game styled like this, I mean, ultimately it shouldn't come down to, if you die, you will be punished for dying in the world that's basically designed to kill you. I mean, you have sharks, you have different skeleton creatures that want to kill you, you have to go out on dangerous voyages and kill skeleton pirate lords. Like, there are a lot of things designed to kill you. You have things that instantly kill you if they make direct hits with you. I mean, look at the cannonball guy, for instance, that flew through the air and he got smacked by a cannonball midair. I would be pissed if I had to pay for that happening. That's a total fluke accident that just killed you out of nowhere. We have people that fly into the air randomly from ships and die of fall damage because of a bug. I mean, I don't agree with this at all. And then they updated this after, and they have confirmed that there's going to be no death penalty or anything like that if you die in PvP events. But, I mean, still, I don't think this would be a good setting. I don't think this would be a good thing to have ever. Like I said, I don't think they're going to add it. From what I've seen, they're not going to add a system like this because it doesn't make much sense. And there's no real gold economy system anyways. So, like, this would really have no positive influence on the game at all. It wouldn't take gold out of the game that would go circulate through the community. It would literally just be a penalty with no bonus for anything. Usually games add a penalty system when there's a market, when there's a system where you can trade, because it helps deflate the economy that may get inflated over time, and it's a gold sink. They don't need gold sinks in this game. They just don't. You buy your items, your skins, you can't trade them, you can't give away gold, and that's basically it. So I can't see them ever justifying a reason for penalizing the players on death. If they ever added a trading system, sure, revisit it, maybe then add it, because it would make sense from community inflation and a lot of gold going into the game. Otherwise, just leave it out of the game. Guys, that is it for now on Sea of Thieves. I know you guys have been really enjoying these videos, and I really appreciate the support you guys have been showing for them as well. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything you have seen in this video, especially the Man of War. I think that's going to be super cool. Now, the update is fast approaching for the game for next month. I'm going to go check that out. I've been considering doing a Sea of Thieves live stream just to see how the game does. Kind of like when I used to do Worlds Adrift and stuff too. A lot of you guys came out to those and checked them out. So I guess if there's enough interest, I'll consider streaming Sea of Thieves a little bit. Maybe during the update, actually. That'd be kind of cool to stream that or something. Guys, that is it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next... Oh, wait. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next video. You can go now, because the video's over. I got a notification. You can go. I'm not doing anything else, guys. So, you know, kind of just looking through my Twitter feed at this point. If you made it this far, say boobies or something in the comments. Now you can go. No, really, you're kind of just wasting your time at this point. Like, there's no reason for you to be here. Okay, bye.